It's Tuesday morning. Really good sunrise. Gonna quickly fill a spray before the wind gets up. I've got about, I don't know, 70 acres to spray. Hopefully get that done or around 10 when I meet with all the hay traffic management company to discuss the tractor run for this year. So gonna quickly get going. Oh, Dave's here as well, he's going chipping. Out now, spraying this. It's a little bit sticky over there. Luckily I don't have to drive there. It's had a flood there the other day, but you can see the tide's now gone. It's perfect conditions for putting pre-emergence spray on because it's like a nice moist seed bed. Unfortunately, it's not for leaving wheel marks, but we'll keep going. It's going to get too windy later. In other news, that OSR looks great the other side of the track. So it's that guide walk a bit quicker. Have to stop if it doesn't walk quicker. That's a footpath, you see. That stripe there, that was where we put that drain, and as you can see, it's fine now. We've sown through it and I've sprayed through it, because last year we got completely beached and got the fast track stuck in it. So it's always nice to see when a drain works. 10 minutes late, but that's because I got stuck behind a learner on the way home. But anyway, gonna go meet Kath now about the tractor run and the traffic guy. Dave's first smashing through the pile. I think he's gonna go with the mini digger later and sort where the diesel tank's going, central heating, well run. That's what we like to see, the boiler all back up and running properly. We left it off overnight. Rob's been inside, sorted it all out, hoovered all the ash out, got it all running. Apparently this here, you can buy them on Amazon. So thanks to everyone for sending me the links. But yeah, that's running fine now. Hopefully the screen will be back with us this week, which will make it a lot easier to fix next time. I'll show you what was wrong and why we had to dig it out. Yeah, we had some rubbish wheat we'd cleaned out or something. So we put it into the boiler to go in with the chip. But it went through that fast. It fell through the step grate and caused masses of small ash underneath, which then pushed the step grate up and caused the problem. So this is all what they've had to dig out this morning. This is all back working now. Big thanks to Aqua Spray that sorted it for us. Morgan's just washing it off now. We've took it out of the workshop and we feel like the diff lock's stuck in, which is a bit strange. So we're going to clean it off and see what we can see. Just check that there's no wiring got damaged. A lot of straw on the back of it, so whether they've had a rodent in there or whether it's the coil that engages it and disengages the four-wheel drive of the diff lock. So we'll wash it off. The side lights are on there, aren't they? We'll wash it off and see what we can see. See if we can see any visible damage before we start taking stuff apart. In other news, I found my magnetic mount I've been looking for about 3 months. Must have had it when we've been tractor pulling. I was in the back of the cab, along with some GoPros. We believe that the coil pack solenoid for this has gone, which is keeping it into the diff lock. Oh, you put it back together now? Huh? Well, it's this side? Yeah. Oh, that's difficult to get at. Just in a meeting in the house. I'll come back and have a look in a minute when they've got the other wheel off. Back outside after a day in the house doing stuff on the computer and meetings. The diff lock is stuck in and it's a solenoid. They've got 7 in stock, so I don't know what that means. It's a universal solenoid that fits loads of things on it, or they're very prone to going. But this wheel has to come off, not the other one. And we have to drop the diesel tank down and then try and jack the cab up because it's right inside somewhere, which is going to be a right pain to do. But Morgan's going to pick it up in the morning.
Quiz question. Half of the ash out the boiler that we've had to dig out is in this bucket. If anyone guess how much is there?
So have a guess and leave it in the comments, because Rob's had to dig it out by hand. Because Morgan can't fit in the boiler. Some people might have recognised Morgan because he was on the Fast and the Farm, which a few people have asked me recently, but you can't forget that mullet, can you?
It's a good mullet. It is a good mullet.
I'm going your way tomorrow. I'm going to the North Pembrokeshire Grassland Society to do a talk from tomorrow night. Before I forget, if anyone might have noticed, these hats are new. Anyway, they're on the website now. There's only a limited number, so you'll have to be quick. They're arriving with us hopefully tomorrow. So I'll get them out as soon as they arrive. But if you want to go get one. And also t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. But birthday bumper, now there's definitely something on here that I think is dubious today, a funny name. So we'll start over here. I'm really sorry, but I can't pronounce that, but you're 38. James Ellis is 16, Dan Nuttall's 38, Brian Mitchell is 80, Zoe Atkinson, Ian's #1 fan apparently, is on there. Ryan O'Keefe is 9, Peter Goddard is 58, Oliver Rice is 11, Joe Williams is 9, and Will and Tess Coe, it's their wedding anniversary, so happy wedding anniversary to you too. But yeah, £49,266, so less than £750 before we hit the 50k mark on the birthday bumper, which is amazing. I'm going to go and look at the wheat, and this is the wrong door because it's left-hand drive. We're going to go and see if the wheat that we drilled a few weeks ago, what that's looking like, and see if the other stuff's coming up. And if I've got time, I'll go and look at the sweet corn and see how far off that is, if we're going to combine that. This is the field behind the yard we drilled wheat on, and you can just see now a couple of shoots showing through. So this was drilled Saturday, not last Saturday, the Saturday before. So we got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 10 days ago, just peeping through. But what I'm actually looking for is to check that there's no slug damage. And so far, you can see it really coming up there, I can't see any slug damage, which is good. So I'm happy about that. And you see the weeds dying off as well. So the pre-emergence with the glyphosate mixed in it has started to work, which is nice. But yeah, nothing looks to be chewed, which is good. And I can't even see any slug trails, like snail trails. So yeah, another few days might look a lot different. Still looking very, very green. The sweet corn, maize, whichever you want to call it. I'm guessing they're not. They are getting harder, these grains, but I'd say, yeah, that bird's been eating them here. I'd say it needs a lot longer before it's ready for combining. You can see us doing this on a frosty day when the air's dry. I mean, this bit here is well green, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, at least another 2 weeks perhaps. It's interesting how much it stops the wind. It's quite windy, but you walk in there and the breeze really stops. It shows you, doesn't it? It's like dense. So vast plains of Cheshire will be still at the moment because there's still a lot of maize left out. Everyone's struggling to get it in because it's just so wet. This field here's got ball in it, and you can see it's going yellow now. Where nearly struck because I tried to drive up the palm up to show you. Go backwards. Yeah, it's where the grass weeds are dying off, so that to make way for the barley to come up. So we got that second flush on it, I think, third flush. Remember we sprayed it and me and Rob straw raked it and rolled it again, and then they germinated and we sprayed them off after we drilled the barley into it. Hopefully the barley will come up. Once the tide's gone out on this flood, we'll get the digger and dig down to that. We've done it in the past, dug down, find the drain. One of them was a bit silted, but one of them was working. Anyway, it's on a headland and it's been traffic and it's just capped off and it's not getting to the drain. And then we'll find the drain again and stone it up to the top. It's like a French drain, and the French drain's like basically gravel and it goes through before it finds the pipe. Or we'll put a new one into this ditch by the road. You can tell the weather's getting a bit cooler. This mustard cover crop was growing really quickly, and then now it's just slowed right down. It's barely grown at all. You can see there though where we ran out of seed, the far end of the field. But be interested to see if it gets complete cover before winter sets in. I'm suspecting it probably won't though. I'm on my way to look at the other field of wheat that we drilled a bit earlier to see if it's up. I know it's up because you can see it green from the yard. But who thinks I've got a new microwave? Let's find a nice country lane with a nice green hedge and throw the old microwave in it. What is wrong with people? Why can't they take it the tip? That'd fit in a wheelie bin. Why is it here? It's a joke, isn't it? I wonder, was it the same person that dumped the microwave, that dumped the fridge and the don't know what it is it a tent or a paddling pool, and a tyre on the road round the corner. Hopefully it's not too windy, but this is the wheat that was sown a little bit earlier. Coming up, looks pretty good, to be honest. Even looking into the bank, it normally looks poor when you look into banks, but it doesn't look that bad. Hope it's not too windy. I haven't got my microphones with me. Headlands, mostly not too bad, but I'll turn the camera around now and show you. It might get windy. Yeah, it's sort of all there-ish. You can see where the spray is driven. But if you look at this now, that's where it's a bit wet. It's not the best. We might have to patch this up. If we get any dry weather, I mean, you can nearly do it today. You can come on here and stitch a little bit more into these bits that were wet and compacted when it was drilled. Or the drill's been slow turning on, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit windy, so it'll be quick. But I suspect the drill's run out of seed just at this little bit here, which is on the headland, or near the headland. Remember that little drill I showed you that goes behind one of these that was at the grass turf exposition? That'd be perfect for patching up them little patches, because it's so light on here. You could just kind of mooch on and infill them little bits that are missed, because I think it's about 2 metres wide. Be ideal. And he did say that if he gets a demonstrator model, he'd send it up for us to play with. So if you're watching, Phil, send it over. We're going to go and quickly have a look now at the barley that's been sown, I think 11 days. So barley sometimes comes up quicker than wheat. So we'll see what we can see. Grass weeds are taking a bit longer to die because they weren't sprayed off as long. But we'll go and get out and have a look. It's a bit difficult to see because the grass weeds are still dying off. But if you look in the rows, you can see the barley coming up in nice rows. So happy with that, because it was a bit cheesy when we sown it. This is what we sown in the dark that Friday night. I think I did a live video when we were doing it. But as a whole, it's walking dry because it has been direct drilled. It's only been lightly dissed, or if just straw raked. I can't just remember. I think it was ever so slightly dissed. But we'll find another row here and show you. Yeah, so it's all there in that row. And same there, a little bit of chewing there, but not too bad. Still a bit slow in some places, just coming through there. Maybe has been a little bit of slug activity in this field. See, they're chewed, but they are growing. Yeah, that's definitely chewed. I don't feel though it's at a level where we've got to put slug pellets on. I think we'll get away without slug pellets, hopefully. Just adds an extra cost. If I come and look at this in a couple of days, you'll see it look yellow. And a couple of days after that, hopefully it starts to look green again, as you see the green stripes like we've just seen in the field of wheat. But at least it's coming up, that's the main thing. Forgot to say, yesterday's quiz question was the magpie call. So yeah, they sound like, used to get paracetamol in packets, plastic tubs. If you shook them, it sounded like paracetamols. Sorry, it sounded like a magpie, so you could make like a magpie call by doing that. Someone else said it sounded like, I forgot now. So it sounded like someone else rattling, I can't remember what they said. But yes, today's quiz question obviously is what was in the bucket. I had a meeting today with Kath from Alder Hay and a traffic management company. So thanks to Helen Blacker that came out with them. She obviously works from, I've forgotten the name, it's like 3 initials, I'm really sorry about that. But we think we should be able to come up with a solution that will work for the tractor run. It is looking more likely that it is going to be the 10th of December, Sunday the 10th of December. It's still not 100% confirmed until the football fixtures are, but it's looking increasingly likely to be that. The problem is that we still need some police input because we physically can't do it without them. The route's just too big and too complicated to do with pure TM. You need like 300 people to make it happen, so it just won't work. So fingers crossed the police will offer us some support if we can get some other things in place to make their job a bit easier, or even if we can pay the police to help us. I don't know, we're still in talks with someone about that, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day today. Travelling down to Pembrokeshire tomorrow. I'll do a talk tomorrow night for the North Pembrokeshire Grasslands Society, I think. And then from there, then on Thursday, I'm gonna be down there, and I'm gonna call Puffin Produce, I think, which is a big packing plant up that way. So we'll have a look what they're doing there, and on to Birmingham for the British Farmer BFAs, British Farmers Awards. So if anyone's going, let me know in the comments, and I might see you there on Thursday night. Anyway, that's all for today. Loads of waffle. Really sorry. I'll see you tomorrow.